Goeiedag graad 5 en baie welkom in Juffrou Marks se Afrikaanse klas. Today we're going to take a deeper look at a concept that might just be the most difficult thing in Afrikaans that you're going to encounter this year. However, like everything, there's a recipe or a formula, and I'm going to break it down to make it easier for you. So, what is this concept? You have dealt with this in English before. It's active and passive voice. But now we're just going to look at the Afrikaans version. Are you ready? Let's start. The Afrikaans for active and passive voice is bedryvende en die leidende vorm. As you know, we get sentences in the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. And it's possible to place all those sentences in the passive voice. But today we're just going to be focusing on the present tense. Ons gaan 'n sinnetjie in die teenwoordige tyd verander van die bedryvende na die leidende vorm. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. So let's take it step by step. Who would like a sin in die bedryvende vorm? What does a sentence in Afrikaans look like that's in the active voice? Let's take a look. Die seun skop die sokkerbal. The boy kicks the soccer ball. Hierdie sinnetjie is in die teenwoordige tyd. This sentence is in the present tense. Ons weet dat 'n sinnetjie in die bedryvende vorm is as hierdie sinnetjie met die onderwerp begin. We know a sentence in Afrikaans is in the active voice when it starts with the subject. We want to know how to change a sentence in Afrikaans from the active to the passive voice. Hoe om 'n sinnetjie na die leidende vorm, the passive voice, te verander. Stompie will assist us in placing a sentence from the active to the passive voice. Stompie gaan ons help om 'n sinnetjie van die bedryvende vorm na die leidende vorm te verander. Kom ons kyk hoe werk dit. Let's start with the recipe. Step 1. Stap 1. Identifiseer die subject. Identify the subject. Stap 2. Step 2. Identifiseer verb 1. Identify the main verb. It's a present tense sentence, which is verb 1. Step 3. Step 3. Identifiseer the object. Die seun, our subject. Skop is verb 1. And die sokkerbal is our object. The subject answers the question wie of wat, in this case wie, who. Dan skop is die doenwoordjie, skop is the action word, the verb. En die sokkerbal is die object. It answers the what question. What does the boy kick? He kicks the soccer ball. Wat skop die seun? Die seun skop die sokkerbal. Right, so now we've identified these three crucial parts of the sentence. Let's take it one step further. Stap 4. Step 4. Skuif verb 1 na verb 2 se plekkie aan die einde van die sin. Move verb 1 to verb 2's position right at the back of the sentence. Volg die geel pyltjie. Follow the yellow arrow. Jy sal sien dat die werkwoord nou heel agter in die sinnetjie staan in die plekkie van verb 2. You'll notice that we moved verb 1, our main verb, because it's a present tense sentence, all the way to the back of the sentence and the position of verb 2. Stap 5. Step 5. Sit ge vooraan verb 2. Place the prefix ge to verb 2. Let's see what it looks like. Now we have geskop at the place of verb 2. Now this sentence does not make sense at all. That's because we need more steps. Stap 6. Step 6. Sit word deur in die plekkie van verb 1. Now we're going to place the following two words, word deur, in the place of verb 1. Let's see what it looks like now. Die seun word deur die sokkerbal geskop. This really does not make sense at the moment. It literally says that the soccer ball kicks the boy. So that means we still have one more step to complete before this sentence makes sense. Stap 7, step 7. Die subject en object ruil plekkies om. The subject and the object switch places. Let's see what that looks like. Die object is nou heel voor in die sinnetjie. The object is right at the beginning of the sentence. It's die sokkerbal, followed by verb 1 word deur, and then we have the subject. You'll notice the yellow arrow shows you how the subject and object switched places. And that is the last step that we have to change a sentence from the active to the passive voice in Afrikaans. Ons het nou al die stappe gevolg om 'n sinnetjie van die bedrywende na die leidende vorm te verander. Die sin lees nou: 'n sokkerbal word deur die seun geskop. We have successfully placed a sentence in the active voice into the passive voice in Afrikaans. Ons het nou suksesvol 'n sin in die bedrywende vorm omgeskakel na die leidende vorm. Let's take one more peek at what we started with. Kom ons kyk na die sinnetjie waarmee ons begin het. The sentence in the active voice was: die seun skop die sokkerbal. Die bedrywende vorm van die sinnetjie was: die seun skop die sokkerbal. Passive voice for the sentence is: die leidende vorm van die sinnetjie lees nou as volg: die sokkerbal word deur die seun geskop. These 7 steps might seem overwhelming at first, but practice makes perfect. Onthou, die formaat van ons sinnetjie is: ons sinnetjie begin met die voorwerp, ons dit word deur, ons het die onderwerp en dan ons die werkwoord met 'n ge vooraan. Our sentence starts with the object, word deur in the place of verb 1, followed by the subject, and at the back of the sentence, ge added to our werkwoord, our verb 2. En dit is hoe jy sinnetjie in die teenwoordige tyd verander na die leidende vorm. Totsiens!